In this Sailing Doodles, we sail in some rough conditions that get the girls all wet, but there's always a nice, calm anchorage at the end of the day in the BVI. I'm Bobby and welcome to Sailing Doodles. Our patrons get early access, extended cuts, and ad-free videos. In the previous episode, we explored Cane Garden Bay on the north side of Tortola and watched an amazing sunset from Banana Keet. This beautiful brand new Lagoon 460 we're sailing throughout the BVI is provided by Navigar Yachting. So if you're interested in chartering or owning a boat, head over to navigar-yachting.com and get out on the water.
Can you let us alone for a minute?
I'm not much of a yoga person, but I have to admit, it's pretty peaceful doing yoga on a boat in the Caribbean.
All right, another nice night here in Cane Garden. I really like this place. You know, you're surrounded by all these like hills and mountains, and just on three sides. It's pretty cool being in here, especially at night with everything lit up on there, and then you can see the skies and stars and all that. Pretty cool spot. And then, you know, there's a decent amount of, we didn't do anything last night. We just went to dinner and we didn't go out after, but if you wanted to, there's bars and stuff that are open late. But now the girls doing yoga. We're kind of just milling around, killing time. At some point we'll get up and we'll sail over to the other side because we gotta return this boat tomorrow. We'll head over to Peter Island at a place called Little Harbor, where the girls have been really excited about seeing turtles.
I haven't seen a turtle yet, so if I don't see a turtle in Little Harbor...
You've seen them like from the boat, right?
I've seen their heads pop out.
Okay.
And because you guys are like, turtle!
Oh.
Now look, so
yeah,
hopefully I see one.
She wants to swim with the turtle, so we're gonna try to make that happen. And then tomorrow we're turning the boat back. So it's kind of over there. It's only about 30-45 minutes from where we need to return the boat, so pretty easy spot to get to. But yeah, so as soon as everybody's kind of got their morning routine done, yeah, I like it. It's pretty nice. If you would like to charter it, go to navigaryachting.com. Well, it's often easier to put the main sail up while on the mooring, but the winds in this little bay are so shifty. You can see by all the boats are pointed in different directions that we're gonna wait till we get out a little bit. We're more consistent wind, otherwise it'd be really hard to get the main up because, you know, the sail's blowing the wrong way. Also, kind of one thing to note is, you know, like the boat next to us, we're fairly close right now. We're kind of going stern to stern at the moment, which is why on most moorings they have a length limit of 60 feet. You know, because if you get two 60 feet boats going stern to stern, you can get pretty close or touch. So that's why they have a limit. See how their stern's coming this way and ours is going that way? That's why. So anyway, we're gonna get the motors going and get off the mooring and head around to the south side of Tortola over to Peter Island. Alright, we'd normally just kind of hug the coast of Tortola and then whip around just, the west end and come around the south side, but we're gonna go out a little bit. We need to dump our toilets. We're going a couple of miles offshore and then dump our toilets and then we'll head that way.
The first part of the sail was downwind and then we turned directly into the wind.
So they have these pretty handy macerator pumps here, just a tank and a switch. You can hit it and then dump the toilet. So, you know, you can hit the button and it comes on. You can see when it hits low. This one was already pretty empty, so I don't think ours was dumped last time. I dumped the other side and it had a little bit more in it, but there we go, pretty easy to dump the toilets.
After dumping the toilets, it was time to raise the sails and get sailing. It was pretty easy with all the controls and lines heading back to the helm station.
All right, we're sailing. About 4.5 knots. Whatever, that's fine. We're not going very far today. Nice and calm now. Well, I was about to fly the drone, but the wind's picked up a little bit now. So we're going over we're doing 7 knots, so I only like to fly it. When the wind's like 10, 12 knots, we're doing 5 knots or something, that's fine. But you know, when the wind's, it's forecast to be 20 knots today, and it is 15-ish, 16. It's just not worth risking the drone. We're right on the edge of, well, maybe past it now. now. Right on the edge of sailing downwind. It's blanking out the jib, so I've got to turn a little bit more into the wind, I believe. But we got to clear this point, so we may end up having to pull down a sail or jibe.
Oh my God.
He's so calm, like, yeah, he's really, like, getting out of the water, like, on top of the water.
Catching the air.
I don't know if I caught any of that on video, but he got everything but the prop out of the water a few times.
Wow. And he was just like,
He has a cigarette in one
Oh, did he have a
mouth.
cigarette one?
Yeah, he's like that. He's like holding on.
imagine us in there. We'd be just like,
She would be sitting on the top with one leg out.
yeah,
like
sure.
this.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Getting a bruise on her butt again. Pretty nice. We're sailing on just the main, doing 6 knots, cutting through West End here, Soper's Hole. May need to motor just a minute to get around this island, but we'll see.
If I owned this, I would probably make all the houses a different colors.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, make it look.
All white with like different colors in the roof, like pinky, blue.
One thing that is annoying about this boat is they don't have the proper cushions on this boat. They're not for this boat, and so none of them are like zipped down or snapped down. So we just lost a cushion overboard. Again.
Be careful with your hat. Do you want to lose it again?
We have moved down below because it's pretty windy and we're going into the waves. A lot of spray. It's 20 knots or more out there right now. So it's bumping.
Again, you, Stephanie?
With the wind picking up and heading straight into the waves, it made things a bit sporty. The camera never does justice on the waves. These were about 3, 4, sometimes 5 feet, but they were very close together, which made things pretty choppy.
Big one! Big wave!
It was definitely a wet ride sitting on the trampolines. They are still at it.
Actually hurt. The last one really was like scared my heart. It's like, go sit there for 5 minutes. Why not?
I'm enjoying watching you guys do it.
We toughed out the waves for just a bit longer and then made it to Little Harbor. It's one of the few places in the BVI where there are no mooring balls.
What do you think?
I mean, we already saw like 4 turtles. So let's go and chase them. not chase them, because you cannot touch turtles because they get like trouble. That's beautiful, so calm here.
All right, this is Little Harbor on Peter Island. Pretty spot. It's kind of deep out in the middle. We dropped in about 30 feet. So I've got about 150 feet of chain out. And then we put our bridle out. You can see I got it pulled tight right now because I got the engines in reverse at about 1,000 RPM, 1,100, just to make sure we're not going anywhere because we're so close to the shore. But I think we're pretty set. Actually, I've been holding that for a couple minutes now and we have not moved. So I'm gonna shut the engines down. I think she's got the right idea. Steph has the right idea. Heat up the leftovers from last night. And then let's go swimming in. It looks like an old abandoned resort. I want to go check that out over there too. The hike up there. We can just paddleboard over there. No need to get the dinghy down. Geraldine's very excited for turtles. She couldn't even wait 10 minutes for us to eat. She's begging us, please.
I sucked in the soup so hard.
Please, and be quiet. If you see a turtle, don't call anybody.
Especially Geraldine. Don't let her know you saw one.
No, come on. I'll kill you guys if you tell me like I saw many and I didn't see any.
All right,
we need
let's
to
get in the
go
water.
together as a team.
Yeah, that's why you were trying to leave without us.
No, I was not. I'm ready.
Turtles first.
No, you're like, okay, so we'll come back in 20 minutes for you.
Because
You did.
yeah, because you were taking like 10 minutes to.
We were taking 10 minutes to eat. I'm sorry.
Bobby, the turtles.
We all went snorkeling and looking for turtles. We actually saw quite a few and filmed them on the GoPro, but somehow I lost the footage. So you just have to see it from the air.
Door is open like the fuse. If you want me to, I will let you go. There'll be someone new. I don't wanna know. I had no idea what I would do without you.
So that was a good little snorkel. The girls got their fix and got some turtles, so that was nice. Really nice protected little bay here. You can't fit but maybe half a dozen boats in here. But it's anchoring, which it's not really done a whole lot in the BVI. Most people just get moorings. But I mean, you can see out there it's blowing hard. So 20 knots, you got all these white caps, and out in here it's quite nice actually.
Visit sailingdoodles.com to check out our merch and sailing school and also to become a patron. It's our patrons that make this channel possible. Thank you so much.